Hey everybody, Tony D, and welcome to your Hollywoke hot take. Oh, so much going on Hollywoke. Today, I want to talk to you about two actors that I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of both these gentlemen, Michael B. Jordan and Terry Crews. Michael B. Jordan, the bad guy in Black Panther and also Creed. It's been a lot of things. Very good actor. Terry Crews, very funny guy. Um, the Allspice commercials are a favorite of mine, but also on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he's been in a million things, The Expendables. So these guys, obviously, they're caught up in the latest foo-for-all about George Floyd, but they have very different perspectives. So Michael B. Jordan, he gave a speech. I don't know if he's a Black Lives Matter activist, but this is obviously a protest in that vein. And he said, and this was retweeted, where is the challenge to commit to black hiring, black content, led by black executives, black consultants? And this is about, Hollywood hiring black people. Um, I think this is divisive and racist language. First off, this is 2020. It's not 1920. This isn't D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation time. This is a time where we've had many, many TV shows and movies led by black actors. And I'm not talking 70s exploitation stuff, like actual movies. Black Panther being one of the highest grossing ones. Good movie. Like it. I like it a lot. He also compared, you committed to 50-50 gender parity, he said, in 2020. Where is the challenge to commit to black hiring? Well, how did that go, Michael? How did that go with Charlie's Angels, Lady Ghostbusters, and the lady version of Ocean's 11? How did all that go when they hired strictly women to direct women and do women stuff and everybody's woman, blah, blah, blah? How'd that go? Didn't go too well. It turned into a trend, and it was a trend that died. What you're asking for is racist. Here's how you test it. Substitute the word black for any other race, and it's going to sound racist, especially if you use the word white. If you substitute that word, and it sounds super racist. So there's already tons of black people in Hollywood getting great jobs, starring in their own shows. And let's see, what's the net worth of Michael B. Jordan? Let's see. Celebrity net worth. Oh, net worth of $18 million. Okay. Buddy, you're worth $18 million. Here's my advice. Take $2 million of that, make your own damn movie. It's more than enough to make a low budget movie. $2 million? You can't make something of that. I mean, you're worth $18 million. I mean, heck, go crazy. Go $5 million. You can make a pretty decent low budget movie for $5 million and get a nice return on it too. You're Michael B. Jordan. You're one of the biggest guys in Hollywood. I think that movie would make back its money and plenty more. Assuming there's movie theaters anytime soon. But I'm sure Netflix would give you a deal, and Amazon, and you could be the lead executive. You could hire whoever you wanted. And if you didn't want to hire them based on merit, you wanted to hire them based on race, well, that's you being racist, I think, but that's your call. That's your call. And that's what you should do. Invest your own money. Don't ask this nebulous thing called Hollywood to front your thing, because I'll tell you exactly what they'll do. They'll kowtow to you. They'll fund a few movies. They'll hire nothing but black actors, black people, black crew, black everything. And when that trend dies, and it will become a trend, and then it'll die, then it'll be the opposite. And that'll be on you. But of course, you will have already gotten paid, I guess. So I guess that's what this is all about, right? Money. I mean, you're a millionaire. You got $18 million. I don't see why you can't fund a movie. I mean, you starred in Creed, uh, decent movie. The first one, I didn't see the second one, but the first one was really decent. Sylvester Stallone had a lot less to work with, and he made a big splash. You're already famous, so I mean, make the damn movie. Now let's see what Terry Crews said. Terry Crews went on Twitter to try to talk reasonably about race relations. First off, Terry, I gotta say, love you, but not a great place to discuss this stuff. You are not immune from the cancel culture cancer that is all over Twitter. So do yourself a favor, just let it die and don't try this again. But he said in the first tweet, and there was many tweets after this, defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth. Like it or not, we're all in this together. That's we're all in this together. I mean, that's a sentiment I think everyone should get behind. Unfortunately, Terry got dragged all over Twitter. They said the most horrific things about him. Stuff that if I said it, that anybody on the right side of politics said it, they would immediately be banned from Twitter like that. Basically, they called him a sellout, only an African American sellout. I think you know those words. I'm not going to repeat that because I don't want to get banned from YouTube. Rules for thee, not for me, as always. So, Terry Crews does not deserve to be dragged. He has got, a different opinion, whether you agree with it or not. People are dogpiling him. They even called him out on, he made a Me Too revelation, which was pretty stark, you may recall. And they even made fun of him for that, which was just a low blow, in my opinion. In my opinion, the people who have gone after Terry Crews, and some of them are celebrities, I'm not going to call them out here, but I think you're really a bunch of jerks for doing that. Here's a guy, he's a successful man, family man. He's just saying, let's all try to work this out together, calm the F down. And you people, no, you gotta push it. You gotta push it and push it and push it. That's why this isn't working. Okay? Everyone was outraged about George Floyd. Everyone. And these riots, whatever good could have come out of this terrible tragedy, it ain't gonna happen now. These riots have ruined everything. And that's partly, a good chunk of the blame goes to Antifa for stoking the fires because this is what they want. They want to collapse the state. They want racial tensions. They think that by collapsing the state, they can take over and rebuild it in their image. They have no idea what they're doing. But you have to be a grown-up. And Terry Crews is trying to be a grown-up. Guy's a father, a family man. He's trying to be a dad. Trying to be a grown-up. Trying to say, hey, we're all in this together. It's true. People should calm down. People should stop rioting. Quite frankly, people should stop protesting. Because the protests aren't helping now. People associate the protest with the riots. Until you can have a riot-free protest, no one's going to listen to you. And the extreme reaction of the Minneapolis government, well, we'll get into that in another video. But you see two different, people here. Michael B. Jordan, praised by the left. He's stunning. He's brave. Terry Crews, he must be canceled. He must be silenced. This is the place we're at. No one can get along. And there's just these tribal divisions that are going to get more and more stark if you don't stop. And they're going to stop. Because this trend's going to end. The media is going to dump you like a hot rock. And when that happens, you won't be able to get a single thing on TV. Not one thing. You had an opportunity here to make people aware of an important problem and make real change. Instead, you've squandered that on the riots. And now most of America is associates bad things with the protest. They're not going to make a lot of important distinctions. They're just going to see it as a blur. And there's a real problem in these protests in that some protesters end up becoming rioters. Antifa has infiltrated the Black Lives Matter movement. This is a thing that they specifically stated. They have to be excised from your organization or they will destroy it. They want to destroy it all. They want to collapse the state. And they're going to leave you holding the bag. And you've seen the videos. You've seen the videos of mostly white college students spray painting BLM on a Starbucks and black girls saying, hey, we're going to get the blame for that. And you girls were right. And on a bigger scale, you're going to get the blame for these riots. So let's back off and try to work this out, because you're not helping anybody by tearing down Terry Crews. And Michael B. Jordan, you probably mean well, but this really isn't a time and place for you to just, I don't know what you're trying to do. I guess get a deal where you could choose all the people and make sure they're all black. Sounds kind of racist to me, but that's what you want to do. Good luck, I guess. Good luck to making that project appeal to all of America when you would only let certain Americans work on it. I think you should really rethink things. I think you should try to calm down and think this through. Because now you're getting friendly fire. And no one likes that. No one likes that at all.